Alright, so we're going to pick up where we left off. We're at Genesis 11, we're finishing up, so now we are in Genesis 12. Um, um, the Lord had said to Abram, "Leave your native country, your relatives, and your father's family, and go to the land that I will show you. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you and make you famous, and you will be a blessing to others. I will bless those who bless you, and curse those who treat you with contempt. All of the families on earth will be blessed through you." So Abram departed as the Lord had instructed, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he left Haran. He took his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot, and all of his wealth, his livestock, and all the people he had taken into his household at Haran, and headed for the land of Canaan. When they arrived in Canaan, Abraham traveled through the land as far as Shechem. There he set up camp beside an oak of Moreh, and at that time the area was inhabited by Canaanites. Then the Lord appeared to Abram and said, I will give this land to your descendants. And Abram built an altar there and dedicated it to the Lord, who had appeared to him. After that, Abram traveled south and set up camp in the hill country of Bethel, to the west of Eli, to Eli to the east, west of Bethel and Eli to the east. Apologize. There he built another altar and dedicated it to the Lord, and he worshipped the Lord. Then Abram continued traveling south by stages towards Negev. At that time, a famine struck in the land of Canaan, forcing Abram to go down to Egypt, where he lived as a foreigner. As they were approaching towards the border of Egypt, Abram said to his wife Sarai, "Look, you are a very beautiful woman. When the Egyptians see you, they will say, 'This is his wife. Let's kill him, and then we could have her.' So please tell them that you're my sister. Then they will spare my life and treat me well because they're interested in you." And sure enough, when Abram arrived to Egypt, everyone noticed Sarai's beauty. When the palace officials saw her, they sang her praises to Pharaoh, their king, and Sarai was taken into the palace. Then Pharaoh gave Abram many gifts because of her: sheep, goat, cattle, male and female donkeys, male and female servants, and camels. But the Lord sent a terrible plague upon Pharaoh and his household because of Sarai, Abram's wife. So Pharaoh summoned Abram and accused him sharply. "What have you done to me?" he demanded. "Why didn't you tell me that she was your wife? Why did you say she was your sister and allow me to take her as my wife? Now then, you and your wife, take her and get out of here." Pharaoh ordered some of his men to escort them, and he sent Abram out of the country along with his wife and all of their possessions. Now we're going to Genesis 13. Okay. So Abram left Egypt and traveled north into the Negev, and along with his wife Lot and all that they owned. Abram was very rich in livestock and silver and gold. From Negev they continued to travel in stages towards Bethel, and they pitched a tent there between Bethel and Eli. There they camped where they had camped before. This was the same place where Abram had built an altar to worship the Lord again. Lot, who was traveling with Abram, had also become very wealthy with flocks, sheep, and goat herds of cattle, and many tents. But the land could not support Abram and Lot with all their flocks and herds so close together. So disputes broke out between the herdsmen of Abram and Lot. At the time, Canaanites and Perizzites were living in the land. Finally, Abram said to Lot, "Let's not allow this conflict to come between us or our herdsmen. After all, we're all close relatives. The whole countryside is open to you. Take your choice in your selection of land that you want, and we will separate it. If you want the land on the left, then I will take the land on the right. If you prefer the land on the right, then I will take the land on the left." Lot took a long look at the fertile plains of the Jordan Valley in the direction of Zoar. The whole area was watered with everything like the garden of the Lord, or the beautiful land of Egypt. This was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot chose for himself the Jordan Valley to the east of them, and he went he went there with his flocks and servants, and parted company with his uncle Abram. So Abram settled in the land of Canaan, and Lot moved his tent to the place near Sodom, and settled among the cities of the plains. But the people of this area were extremely wicked and continuously sinning against the Lord. After Lot had gone, the Lord said to Abram, "Look as far as you can see, in every direction, north, south, east, and west. I am giving you all this land as far as you can see, to you and your descendants, as a permanent possession, and I will give you as many descendants, like the dust in the earth, it cannot be counted. Go and walk through the land in every direction, for I am giving it to you." So Abram moved his camp to Hebron and settled near the oak grove between Mir, and built another altar to the Lord. And we're going to stop there, and that is the end of Genesis 12. Okay, and then we'll continue on as we go.